Hold up a minute. Hold up a minute. There we go. Right, I think we're okay. I think we're good. Right? I think we're good. Sorry, I can't see chat right now, but I accidentally launched it as a stream for children. So we're not doing that for obvious reasons. Again, bear with me, everybody. Sorry for the delay again. Not like me at all. Not like me at all. This is very poor. I do apologize for that. But we're here. We're here. There we go. Toby, God, what's up? He's back. Daniel, Phil. No, brother. Hold on, everyone. I am, again, you again, I keep saying it. You know the drill. Apologies for that. Messing up that early stream instance just for a minute there. I accidentally launched it for a kid's stream, so chat was naturally disabled. So apologies for that. Community post, and then we're going to get rolled out. I appreciate all of you, though. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to have a good little chat. Build to a Navly 303 card if it happens. Did I put 303 or 302? I don't know. Jesus Christ. Hold on a minute. I'm a mess right now. Right. There we go. Cool. Apologies for that, everybody. We are here now. We're here. Big fan of your stuff, dude. Want to show up early and show you my appreciation. Daniel, that means the world, my brother. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoy my content. And I hope you sort of leave those videos with something. I don't know what it could be. Knowledge, passion for the sport, whatever it is. I hope you get something out of it. So thank you. Well, I'm 8 years old. I'm pretty sure God would be older than that, though, right? I'm not saying it, Phil. Finally made it to the stream. You did, Epics. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know, it's a bit almost poor timing, I say, because there won't be a Sunday stream, so I do apologize for that. But thank you for being here. You know, you've been here at least once is enough, so I appreciate you so much. Blueprint as well. Look at you guys. Ben Marlowe MMA. So what's up with Chandler and Connor? It's hard to say right now. Obviously, I streamed on Tuesday, and that was right when the news was sort of breaking and all the ESPN stuff was going on, and it really was looking that the fight wasn't going to take place. Now, Ira Hawani seems to have perhaps quelled, I guess, some of those debates, right? So we'll see what happens. Listen, I'm excited. I hope we get the fight. As much as I don't really like McGregor as a person, I'm always going to tune in to watch him fight because it's Conor McGregor. I think everybody can say the same thing, regardless of their opinions on the man. So we'll see what happens. Oil me up. Maybe if I hit 100k subscribers, Moist. Fits your name too, right? Moist man. I get it. I get it. How many fights could Chandler have made if he didn't wait for Conor? A lot, man. How long is it since the Ultimate Fighter kicked off? That was ages ago now. Give me top 5 most skilled fighters in MMA. I'll do a vid on it. No MMA YouTube channel has done it yet, which is nuts. Someone's definitely done it before. I'd probably do that for the talking channel. It wouldn't really fit my channel. Maybe. I don't know. Leon Edwards would probably be number 1 in my opinion. I've said this. I think he's the most well-rounded fighter in the sport, objectively. In my opinion. I mean, I say objectively, and then I said my opinion. But I think if you look at his different skill sets, what he brings to the table, I think he covers every discipline of MMA on average better than everyone else does. So that's why I put him at number 1. For the rest of the list, I don't know. What's up, Larry? Good to see you, bro. Ariane as well. Ivo, look at this. Look at this. Papa, Conor G, what do you mean? Conor smokes Mike Chandler? I think he beats him. I'm just saying, I don't know if the fight's going to happen. That seems to be the rumor mill swirling right now. What about Islam? Yeah, he's up there too. I do think his striking gets sloppier, though, the longer the fight goes on. I think that's a natural progression. You know, when you build up a lactic acid in your muscles, as your cardio sort of declines, the fight goes on. Obviously, you're going to get tired. You're going to be a bit more sloppier. But Islam, I think, especially shows that on the feet, probably just due to a lack of innate experience with that, I guess. I don't know, but that would be my own sort of critique of Islam. And again, I'm reaching there. I'm reaching there, right? He's definitely in that list, 100%. Underrated channel. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words from all of you. Bedtime crew, what to do? Wrong channel. Yeah, this ain't the bedtime crew, I'm afraid. Leon doesn't finish. Yeah, but he's still an elite fighter. I don't think being able to get a finish, you know, it depends on your fight style. Wonderboy doesn't fight, but he's still an elite. He doesn't finish, but he's still an elite striker. Fresh cut, yeah, it's all right. It's not a little bit too short on the front for my liking, but we'll get there. Did I look into 3 or 4 tickets? Yeah, a little bit. I'm not asked. Too much money. Even if I can afford it, I just don't want to. I really don't, because I'd have to. Again, it's going to cost me well over $1,000 for everything. If for 2 tickets. Plus accommodation, all that, you know, well over $1,000. Thoughts on Treasure Gores, brother? No. No, good, but not good enough. I respect the hustle there. That was good. That was good, Larry. I'll give you that one. Islam isn't the most well-rounded, but he might be the most adaptive. That's a good shout. It's tough to say, isn't it? I, he's on the listen. He's in the top 5. I think it's fair to say right now. If we're talking right now, all time, I'm not so sure. I think GSP has to be in that list if you're talking all time. The way he was so versatile. I mean, he really defined his own style of striking, similar to how Khabib did it back in the day. GSP obviously uses his wrestling as a threat to sort of open up the striking opportunities, particularly that lead Superman sort of jab. He would throw. A lot of people were doing that before him. Only 21 people. That's pretty good for me. I mean, well, that's pretty standard for me at this point. But again, I can't speak today. Look at this. Tuesday, we had an incredible stream, so I appreciate all of it. It's not all about the numbers. Do I have Twitter? I mean, I'm on it, but yeah, no, I don't use it. Like Leo Cooper MMA on Twitter. I haven't tweeted on there in ages. So, if you DM me on there, I probably won't see it. If you want to message me, I said this all the time. If you want to message me individually, just shoot me a ping on Instagram. Same as it is on here. Just message me on Instagram. I will get back to you pretty quickly. So, Volk fight pushed him in all areas, and yeah, and that in a way that shows you how good Volk is as well. So I think he's got to be in that conversation too, right? I mean, you look at how good he is just everywhere on the feet and on the mat. You know, he was able to neutralize a lot of Islam's sort of transitional grappling. Obviously, once Islam had the back, he struggled because it's pretty much impossible to. It's difficult as it is to get out of a back mount, let alone Islam Makhachev's back mount. So I don't really want to critique him too much there. But if you look at the transitional grappling, his use of butterfly hooks in that first fight, Volkanovski, I'm talking about here. Yeah, very impressive. Who do you think Pereira should fight next? I'd like to see him against Ankalaev. I want to see him fight a grappler, but I don't think they're going to do that. They know how much star power Pereira has. They know the value that brings the UFC. So I think they're going to try and skate Ankalaev around a little bit and give Pereira a defense in between that. And then he'll have to face the music, I think, if he gets through his next contender. I think that Conor beats Chandler. Chandler fights like a maniac. Yeah, I agree, Toby. I think a nice straight left down the pipe. We know Chandler likes to throw looping shots. We know he likes to disregard a wrestling game plan in favor of excitement and flair, right? And that opens up a lot of opportunities, exposes him defensively, I suppose I would say. And you look at what McGregor can be, and we know, can do. We know how much power he has, and we know straight shots get there before looping ones. So I can see a straight left for him. What are you using to translate your Spanish channel? Sometimes facility is so high, I think it's you speaking. Yeah, so I actually work with a company that basically localize all my content for me. It's really, really impressive tech. So I don't actually know the tools that go into it. I tried doing it myself. My original plan was to do it myself, but it's very, very logistically difficult. So I ended up I can't remember how it ended up happening. I was working with a sort of sister company, and then I was talking to them about the idea, and they said, "Oh, we're partnered with a company that does localization." It's basically AI trained on my voice. So I don't want to. I feel a bit icky about that, and I understand it. Some people might have sort of misconceptions about it, and maybe feel a bit apprehensive, and I understand that, and I do for most instances. But I think when it's still my video, it's still my edited video, and it's trained on my voice, I think that's the closest thing you can get to me being able, because I can't speak Spanish, I don't know Spanish, and etc. with Portuguese and Arabic. So I don't know those languages, so I can't, and it also saves me being able to having to pay for voiceovers because you have to line up with the edit. It's difficult, but the tool they're using, it's improving all the time, and it's actually getting pretty damn good. So I'm very happy with it. Yo, Leo, YouTube, yeah, terrible. Come on, bro, I'm not even reading that. I'm familiar with your game. Well, you may have got predictions for the fight night this weekend, bro. I don't even know the fight. What is the fight night? Call me the casual right now, because I don't know. Let me have a little look. Oh, I didn't even know there was UFC this weekend, right? Cannonier Mavov. Let me get the card up right here. I mean, I like Cannonier a lot. I think he's really underrated, actually. So I'm definitely gonna go Jared. Tatsuro Taira, I think Alex Perez is actually going to be a very tough challenge for him. I'm almost leaning towards Perez. He seems to be on a bit of a redemption arc, him. Obviously out of that long streak of inactivity, and you look at his title loss to Figueiredo a few years back in lockdown, and he hasn't really found his footing until recently. Seems to be getting more active, growing in potential. And did he lose to Makhachev? Like, I know, was that true? Didn't he just lose to Muhammad Makhachev? Am I tripping? Yeah, he did. Again, then he beat Nicolau, which is a big win, and there's no shame in losing to Makhachev, to be honest, and he showed a good account of himself. I don't know how you score that one, though. I really don't. I don't know how you give that to. But I like Tyra a lot, so I'm going to be hoping for him winning. Oh, wait. Wait, there's no way. Is that a separate card? Oh my god, that's a main event. Jesus Christ. The bar's on the floor, everybody. Sorry, I thought that was the co-main. I was scrolling down. Wow, that is terrible. Reyes Jacoby. I'm just going to go Reyes because I wanted to get in the win column. Rosas Jr., I like him. Don't know too much about Ricky Tercios. I know he's fought before. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. But I want to see Rosas Jr. do well, so I'm going to go with him. Bruno Ferreira. Who did he last for? Didn't he lose to... Did he lose his last fight? Again, I'm probably going to have... Yeah, no, he beat Phil Hawes. Yeah, he knocked him out, didn't he? And then Ruziboyev beat him. That's it. Ruziboyev knocked him out. I guess I'll go Ferreira. I don't know too much about Stoltzfus. Julian Marquez is... I don't trust that man anytime he fights, so I'm going to go Zachary Reese. The rest, honestly, I don't even know half of them. Ludovic Klein, I'll pick him. Thiago Moises, that's a decent fight. Jesus Christ. Brad Katona, he was fresh off tough, wasn't he? Didn't he lose his debut? John Castaneda, Daniel Marcos. That's a good fight, actually. Yeah, honestly, I can't even ask you. I don't think you guys even care about my predictions for that fight, right? Those fights. Let's be real here. So now I got to catch up with chat. I love the Spanish channel. I'm glad. Thank you. I'm glad it's doing a good enough job. So and shout out to the guys who I work with that do that. I wanted to be as closest to my content as it can possibly be. So and the longer and better the technology gets, the better it will be. So casual. I'm happy to be a casual. Right. Apologies for that long ass winded predictions. Okay. My most skilled fights, Islam, Leon. I put Leon above Islam. Max. I mean, yeah, I don't know if I'd put Max up there in terms of versatility because his grappling, we don't see a lot of it. O'Malley, tough to say. Too early for him, I think. Tapora, again, a lot of these guys, they haven't been around for too long. I like to think more of legacy. There's proofs in the pudding, right? So Volk's got to be up there. But then again, I'd probably put Aspinall on that list. So who am I to chat? I'm the GOAT. Nah, I'm not the GOAT, but that's high praise. Thank you. Jared winning because I feel like Jared has more experience. Yeah, I agree. Imavov's not looked great in his recent fights, to be honest with you. Joe's knows he would lose to Aspinall. I do agree. Imagine a fight between Edwards and Dricus. Nah, Edwards would school him, I think. But again, Dricus can turn these technical guys into... bring him into wars, whether they like it or not, because of the way he fights. So you might be right there. You might be right. Worst MMA takes you've heard, not including obvious bait. Someone in our Discord said something horrible the other day. What was it? Someone in the chat will know because they saw it. It was really bad. Oh, that was it. Somebody said Dylan Dennis with 4 months training would be a UFC champion or something like that. It was ridiculous. I'm gonna see if I can find it. And that's another little segue. If you guys aren't in the Discord, I feel like I have to plug it every stream because there's always new people up in it. So there's someone said it. It was the worst thing I've ever seen. You're the GOAT. Thank you, Papa. I appreciate it. You're the GOAT. All right. You guys are the GOATs. You guys give me, the ability to make stuff for you. So it's a back and forth. So thank you. Bro, yeah, I don't know. Let me see if I can find it. It was dire. Let's have a look. I think it was in our general chat. I can't find it. I'm scrolling. Oh, no, that's not it. Oh, here we go. Sorry, not 4 months. Apologies. It was 4 years. He said training, striking, and wrestling for 4 years. Dylan Dennis would be UFC champion, which I think is genuinely the craziest. That might be one of the craziest takes I've ever fucking heard. So, yeah, there you go. That would probably be it. I'm not even reading that bait, bro. It's too easy. Here's the thing, guys. Dricus beats Israel. I agree, God. I agree. I actually said that after he beat Whittaker, I sat there and I was like, Dricus would turn that into a dogfight. And then Sean Strickland ended up being the one to do it. So we didn't really have to... we didn't get that confrontation. But I'm sure that fight will happen down the line. And I'm sure we'll find out, right? Hi, Leo. What's up, VC? Good to see you again. Good to see all of you again. We've got the regulars in here. Mr. Diamond, you overrate the F out of a guy who lost 2 rounds to Wash Cerrone and a round against 5 for RDA. Are we still doing this about Leon? You sound like a Leon hater from 2020. Like, come on. It's a bit old now. It's a bit old now. Yeah, maybe it is a bit British bias, but I'm just calling what I see. I think objectively he is good everywhere. He handled Colby on the mat with relative ease. Colby took him down maybe twice, and both times he did. In fact, I think it was only once in like the 3rd round, and he got up straight away. The other time Leon was on his back was when he went for an inverted triangle to try and get the finish in the last round, and then Colby ended up in top position. So it wasn't actually from a takedown. In fact, it was from Leon's takedown that the fight was even on the mat in those later rounds. And we saw him neutralize Kamaru Usman's wrestling. He's one of the best wrestlers in the game. And he knocked him out. So I don't know how you can sit here and say he's not one of the most well-rounded in the sport today. At least in modern era right now, personally. Colby at high level, let's not take the piss here. He is. I actually thought he won their second fight with Usman. And I don't like Colby Covington, but I can remain unbiased there, and I can say I thought Colby won on the scorecards. I had him winning 3-2. So there you go. Leo, do you actually think Leon is actually the best UFC fighter in terms of skills? It's both. I'm a fan of him as well. Or rate him that high? Yeah, I do. It's both. But in terms of right now, I'm just talking about in skill sets. I'm not necessarily saying he's the best fighter. I just think in skill sets, he's the most well-rounded. I think he causes problems for everybody, everywhere. Wherever the fight goes. Like the stream, Ariane knows. He brings it every time. My brother, thank you. My brother. Leon proved himself exactly. He's had 2 title defenses now against the 2 best guys in the division. At least Usman was at the time. Colby, maybe not so in hindsight, but he was the number 1 contender. Whether he deserved the fight or not, he was in that position. And we saw what he did to Usman at UFC 268. So, listen, you can sit here and say what you want, but the odds were evens when that fight closed at the start, right before round 1. The odds were pretty much even. It was a pick and fight, and Leon made him look like a joke. So there you go. Did I catch the jungle fever? Stop glazing. I don't know what that means, but I'm not going to stop glazing Leon if I don't want to, brother. What's new with Conor Chandler? I don't know. Again, everything's in limbo right now. I said this. Ariel Helwani's quells some of the doubts around the fight being cancelled, which fills me with a little bit of confidence, but I'm still not getting my hopes up. I really don't. The fact we haven't heard anything from Dana White at all fills me with a little bit of worry. I'm sure we'll find out in the next press conference for whenever that is. Post-fight press conference, wherever Dana's doing something like that, I'm sure we'll get some info. But I think they're sitting quiet on it for a reason, because the fight's in the balance right now. It's hanging in the balance. Leon is pound for pound number 2. Yeah, he is, right? Isn't he? Or is it... What is the pound for pound rankings right now? Let's have a look. Honestly, I don't know. Let's adjust my lighting here. There we go. Pound for pound rankings. Jones is above Edwards. That's such bullshit. I'm sorry, it is. What the fuck has Jones done? Yeah, he beat Cyril Gane. That was his 1 fight since 2020. Like, let's fucking hell. It's crazy, right? Thank you for reading that, brother. We got you. Great. Leon Shavkat will be a tough one. No, yeah, that is his toughest fight right now. Actually, I say that apart from MVP. I've always said this. I've championed MVP quite a lot, actually, after that Holland win. He proved me wrong. I thought Holland would prove the youth and the experience would come over experience that night. It didn't. MVP looked really good. And I think because his style is so unorthodox, I said this the other week, it causes problems for anyone in that division. It really does. When you fight so weirdly, it's why Drickus has so much success. People don't know how to handle it. It's not conventional. So I actually think that would be his toughest fight over Shavkat, personally. Search up Thomas de Oliveira on Tapology. Sure. This better not be some sort of horrendous bait. I swear to God. Wow. I'm going to get this up. Hang on. I have to get this up on screen. Oh, my fucking God. Jesus Christ. Hang on. Can you... Look at his nickname. I was like, oh, why is his nickname John Jones? And then I just looked at the picture. What are we doing here? Thank you for sending me that. That's made my day. Fucking hell. Is Stevie could be your granddad? That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? I don't think so, no. Jet Li's not better than Islam, bro. Stop rage bang. It's not rage bang. It's my opinion, man. Usman was 36 and was clearly declining. Well, you say that. You are declining until you aren't, and Leon knocked him out. And you could say, well, maybe that started his decline. But Usman, with another round or two, probably would have beat Khamzat Chimaev, if you ask me, in that fight recently at 294. So I don't think he's as declined as people say he is, though I will agree to some extent. And you say checked out politician. You're all talking in hindsight, though. Everyone in my chat was saying Colby would beat Leon. So here we are. And then now everyone's saying it like the win isn't deserved or it's not that good of a win. I don't want to hear it personally. Again, we can agree to disagree. Apologies for the cough there. I think Leon versus Islam is a fantastic matchup, skill for skill. Both guys have a slight edge in different areas, and it all comes down to who's going to be more locked in. Yeah, I agree. That's a good shout. I just think the size difference would be the difference maker because they're both so closely matched elsewhere. I don't mind saying Leon beats Islam. To him, being bigger, but he's not better than Islam pound for pound. No way. I don't know how you can say that with certainty. I think it could go either way. Highly likely MVP gets a title shot. I think you'd be surprised, mate. He's a big name, big star. He's got the fight value. He's exciting to watch. I think if he beats Ian Gary, which I think he has a very good chance of doing, I think that's Ian Gary's toughest fight outside of Leon. Oh shit, I should probably get this on my screen. I just realized. Oh, it is gone. Yeah, my bad. Then I think you'd be surprised. I think don't be surprised if he beats Ian Gary, captures all that hype that Gary has. I think they could definitely springboard him for a title shot. I really do. Do you think... I don't know if that's bait, so I don't want to read it out. I'm sorry. I'm not... that might be bait, so I'm not reading out that name. John Jones from Wish? Yeah, for real. You Lee Cooper? No, I don't. Maybe I should, right? And no, I don't drive a Mini Cooper. No. Whitaker versus Shemaev. Yeah, I said this. Whitaker after the first 2 rounds. If he makes out the first 2 rounds, it's Whitaker's fight to lose. And vice versa for Shemaev. If he can win the first 2. Get a finish in those first 2, I mean. AJ McKee said that his resume is second only to John Jones and Khabib Nurmagomedov. What's your response to that statement? Todd, I think that's crazy. Though I do actually rate AJ McKee. I think he's a good fighter. But no, that's pretty fucking mental. Man's Power Pound, use green so you can check and see it. Nah, it's all right. I've already got it. I already had a look at it. Wait, is this bait or something? Oh, God, I can't trust any of you anymore, can I? Good Lord. Oh, no, yeah, I've seen it already. Yeah, don't worry. Wait, no, you made this shit. I'll just read it out. Makhachev, number 1. Pereira, number 2. Edwards, number 3. O'Malley, number 4. Pantoja, number 5. Ilya, Max, Jones, Aspinall, Volk, Dricus, Strickland, Charles, Sterling, Marab. I mean, the names are on the list I like. I just think the order's all over the gaff, mate. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know how you can put O'Malley over Pantoja, personally. Pantoja's got 2 title defenses. Is it 2? It is 2, isn't it? Is it not? Yeah, but Royval and now Usyk. You can't not put him above O'Malley, in my opinion. I think title defenses is how you should value it. That's why I don't think Pereira should be above Edwards. I know he's a 2-division champ, and I guess that warrants some level of respect and merit, but no. In my opinion, I think Edwards has to be number 2. And Makhachev, I'm more than happy to have at number 1 with 3 title defenses, yeah. I'm happy with that. I've been well. Mexican, I've been doing pretty good, my man. I'm going away tomorrow. Nice little break. I finished the video. It's all done. It's not going to be as long as my usual videos. Just for a multitude of reasons. I had less time to do it for one, but also because I know it just didn't end up needing to be that long. I ended up trimming quite a lot out of it. In fact, it ended up being 3 minutes less than after I recorded. 3 minutes less than the final cut. So more than the final cut. You know what I'm fucking saying. But yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be a good video. Back in your wallpaper always ready because you're English. Yeah, there was some inspiration for that, but I also kind of wanted to create a cozy vibe. You know, I feel like I've achieved that with this background. You know. Something like that, but that's a fair assumption. How does Dricus versus Edwards go? I said this, if Dricus can turn it into a dogfight, Chad, I think he can take it, but because he's good at doing that because his style is so unorthodox. But I think Edwards would probably take it just purely on skill set. I do. I think Edwards could put him away. Not a lot of guys use their range very well against Dricus, which surprises me. I feel like that's the way to win. I think that's Adesanya's path of winning. Keep him away from those bull rushes that Dricus comes in with, and that's how he lands his shots. If you were able to use good footwork and find your range and circle out at the right time and just work that way through the fight off the back foot, I think a guy like Adesanya would have success. But whether he can actually apply it, that's a different story because Dricus doesn't make it easy. Edwards would have to do something similar. Pigeon 303, I missed if you said already. It's a crap card with a good main event. That's pretty much how I'd summarize it if it ends up going ahead. I'm not reading anything out. Phil, I may as well not read anything you say anymore. I really won't. Alex Pantoja versus Alex Gene Surgery. That shit I like. Yeah, definitely. I'm more of a cargo trousers kind of guy. Avon, what's up? Good to see you, my man. Good to see you again. Hope you're well. BSD Mauls Oliveira. I could see it. I think Benoit's good at taking those people to deep waters. I think he suffered cardio-wise in his last fight against Poirier, partly due to the staph infection he was dealing with, and that can affect you quite a lot. So yeah, I could see that happening though, 100%. Don't rule out Oliveira though. I would probably pick Oliveira, but I think it's a close fight that people say. Going away like prison, yeah, forever, mate. Forever. I ain't coming back. Nah, only for 5 days or so. But I will be writing while I'm out there, and I will be doing the podcast, so that will still be happening. VC, who the hell is that? I do not know who that is. I probably should. I feel like I should. I'm so consistent on the streams. We're here today. It's all good, my man. You don't have to turn up every time. I don't expect anyone to turn up every time, but I appreciate it all the same. Whether you're here or not, thank you for the support. That's what matters. Ian Gary versus MVP isn't showing on 303 card on Google. Is that true? Oh, yeah, I forgot that's on 303. Yeah, I'd say that, but that's a really good fight. But the rest of the card is kind of arse since we don't have Khalil Roundtree anymore. Oldberg Hill is good. I think Oldberg's a good replacement. I actually think Oldberg beats him, but I would have rather had Khalil Roundtree in that co-main event. He's one of my favorite fighters. No way Holloway beats Ilya. Topuria subs him. That's a bold claim, my man. Topuria subs Max. That's pretty crazy. I don't know. I don't know for sure. Yeah. It's a tough one, isn't it? I think that's Topuria's hardest fight. I do. Brazil and Spain run their channels. Yeah, they're run by a company I work with. So I don't actually run the channels. They do it for me. But it's all my content in different languages. So if you are other speaking, again, the dubbing is not perfectly because it's AI trained on my voice and it's still the software is still learning, but it's improving all the time and it's getting pretty cool. So if that is an avenue for you to watch my content, so you don't have to use crappy auto-generated subtitles or listen to me waffling in English if your English ain't very good. So there's always that option, which was the aim of it, right? Would you bet money on Conor beating Chandler? No, I won't bet money on it. I won't bet money on that because I couldn't say with good confidence that he would win, even though I'm picking him to win. It's tough to say. Reason I put Amadi at 4, not because the most recent fight was more convincing, I guess. But I still value it on defenses, right? I think that's how I do it. Pete, what's up, my man? How are you, brother? Good to see you in here. I'll be doing good. Aaron as well. How are you? Good to see you. All of you, look, we got the usual suspects in here. I hope you all doing well. I know I'm going to keep waffling, but thank you for all being here. I really do appreciate it. And let's make this a good stream because, again, I won't be streaming on Sunday. And will I even be streaming on Tuesday? I don't actually know when I'm back. What day is a Tuesday? I'm going to look this up. I need to check because I don't know what day I'm actually back. So whether I will be back in time for a stream, I don't know. Okay, my shit's bugging. What is this Google Calendar, man? No, I won't. Okay, I know. Will I be back? No, I won't be back. Apologies for that. So there will be a Tuesday stream, but there will be a Thursday one. So we'll be a week off from stream, but the podcast will be there as well, so you don't have to worry about that. God, I'm speaking too quick. Can't resist my mustache. I'm glad, Trayfield. I'm glad. Oh, God is here tonight for real, Craigo. Yourself included in that. Don't think I forget. A lot of the OGs. Do I have a name for my viewers? No, I don't. Never really thought about that, I don't know. I don't like the name. Like, it just makes me kind of cringe a little bit. Especially when people name it after themselves. Like, Jesus Christ. I don't know what I would do. The prisoners. I don't know. Prisoners on my stream. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I would call you lot. I guess you lot. That's what I usually say. Umar versus Corey. Yeah, fun fight. I just wish Corey didn't have to take it. I don't really know why he's taking it. He deserved a title shot, but you can't wait in this game. He gets passed up. You have to stay active, otherwise the sport passes you by, and you don't have long in this game. So I don't really blame him for taking it in a lot of ways. Because if he wins it, I think he has to get the title shot. Tough fight for him though, very tough. A lot to lose there. A lot to lose. The Coopers. No, that would be weird. Young Sheldon. That's his last name, isn't it? I haven't watched it. Do I think I'll ever find true love? I think it's out there for all of us, One day, Mexican, one day. I believe in you. I have faith in you. I'll bless you. I'll bless you. Talk about this matchup. Dustin versus Gamrot. I think Gamrot embarrasses Dustin and sends him into a retirement. I think Gamrot beats him too. I do. I think he'll keep him there. I think he'll keep him to the mat there. Then again, they've been training together a lot, and I don't think they'd ever fight each other, so... How does Jan versus Volk go at 145? You've got to go Volkanovski, 100%. If you're in the UFC, what would be the biggest change you can make? Raise the bar for minimum fighter pay. Raise the bonuses as well. They would be probably my first two changes. Listen, obviously it's a business. You need to make money. But the UFC, if you can see the numbers, they make a stupid amount of money already. So I would change it. That would be what I would change. I think minimum. Listen, I understand there's got to be a line, right? So I don't know the exact numbers, but I'd want people to be get paid at least $50,000 to show. To be honest, and they can absolutely afford to do that, if not more. You can't resist it. I appreciate it. No disrespect, Leo. No, it's all good. What about Gamrot versus Sarukian? Tough one. They already fought, didn't they? Gamrot already beat him, right? Or am I crazy? But I think in the rematch, I think Sarukian could definitely... It was a close fight, wasn't it? True love is my mustache. Yeah, it should be. It absolutely should be. Why do people cope and say Gamrot and Dustin won't fight because they train together? Well, because Merab Dvalishvili and Aljamain Sterling won't do it. So, listen, some guys won't, some guys will. You never know. I'd pick Gamrot to win that fight, though. I would. Close one, though. It's just diabolical. Listen, you can hate it or you love it. I can do what I want. It's me. I don't care. It's meant to look shitty. Our man fought unranked Joaquim Silva, who he trains with as well. Different relationship, though, isn't it? Gamrot and Dustin are clearly quite close. So, listen, I'm not Aben. You just bait every time you talk, bro. Don't even know how I'm rising to it, my man. Top 10 best strikers in MMA for sure. O'Malley, Pereira, Garn is not number 3, my boy. Nowhere near it. Wonderboy, MVP, Volk, Max Corey, Leon Whitaker. Leon at number 9 is fucking wild. I'm sorry. That is wild. Crazy take. Leon is at least 100% in the top 3. No way you putting him 9. I think that's wild. Favorite strike? That's interesting, isn't it? That's a good question. What, like, just, I don't know. I do like a sort of check hook, do you know what I mean? Or just a clean left hook in general. Left hook to the body is probably my favorite shot. George Hardwick's good at that. Maybe that's with his right. He fights in cage wars. He's known for his just meaty body hook. So go watch his fights if you want a good example of some nice body work. So shit, look, you go everyone, it works, and kudos indeed, brother. All right, let me head out. It's all love, BC. Thank you for being here. Your moustache is pretty. Thank you. I know it is. No, I'm joking. Thank you so much, BC. Have a good one. Leon is for sure top 8. Yeah, he's definitely top 8, but he's hard to be top 3, in my opinion. Don't know too much about striking. Sorry, bro. What do you mean? No. How is Garn top 3? I'm sorry, he's not. Aspinall's a better striker than Cyril Garn. I don't care what you say. He just looks great because he fights at heavyweight against a bunch of fat sluggers. That's it. And, you know, obviously, I can say the same thing about Aspinall, but if you match them two up, I guarantee you Aspinall would knock him out. Well, I don't guarantee it, but I would bet money, a good amount of money, that Aspinall would knock out Cyril Garn with ease. I really do think that. After Conor beats Chandler, he'll beat Colby for disrespecting Ian, and then bulk up on roids and beat Tom. Okay, I'm not even reading the rest of that out. New face of the UFC, O'Malley's rising up to that, but Pereira, it has to be Alex Pereira. If you don't include McGregor, obviously, you have to go Alex Pereira. And Taporia's up there. They're the 3 names I'd chuck in that hat. I'm not underestimating Garn. I think he's good. I think he's a good striker, very good striker. But do I think Leon Edwards is more versatile and better? Abso-fucking-lutely. Tell me how good Garn's clinch work is compared to Leon. His clinch striking. Miles, nowhere near. His kicking game's good, but not as good. You never see him throwing much high kicks. Leon is far more versatile than Garn is. How far do you think the Hardwick brothers were going to see? Listen, I know George had the shot in the Contender Series, and I know he came up short, but I think it was just a little bit too early for him. I think he'll have very good success in the UFC. I think both of them will. More so for George. I think he's a bit better, but yeah, I can't wait for this both being there. They're good characters. They're funny dudes. I like them a lot. Must not be wise. That's such good friends with people who would absolutely destroy him. I don't give a fuck, bro. He can do what he wants. Trick's the only African champ right now. I believe so, right? Or am I crazy? Apologies if I'm wrong there. Francis couldn't lay a finger on Garn for 5 whole rounds. He broke down Volkov, one of the best strikers at heavyweight. Yeah, so did Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall pieced him up and then took him down and subbed him in 1 round. So, you know. Listen, okay, we can talk MMA maths and semantics and all that bullshit. It's a matter of opinion, isn't it, really, at the end of the day? Maybe Conor should just become friends with Gamrot and Armand so he doesn't have a fight them either. Jesus Christ. Garn is a former Muay Thai champion. Leon isn't. That doesn't mean shit. I mean, obviously, it warrants some level of respect, but it's MMA. It's the UFC. It doesn't... Things are different. It's a completely different ball game. One's a champion, one isn't. One's a champion with 2 title defenses, and one won the interim belt and then lost to Ngannou and to John Jones. So, listen, I don't think you can sit here and say that, personally. Address the rumors that you want to sit on Chris Barnett's tummy and use it as sofa. I can confirm those rumors. Trayfield. I can. He had to take Volkov down, though. God didn't need to take Volkov down. He broke him down as the fight went on and won by unanimous. I mean, sure, they both beat up Volkov. I don't get what point you're trying to prove. Like, they're both good. In my opinion, Aspinall would beat up Cyril Garn. on the feet and on the mat. Doesn't matter where that fight goes. What would you do if the UFC tonight straight on all your videos and Chandler got taken down? Anthony, let's just not manifest that. I am going to touch wood. But if that does happen, then I kind of just wouldn't be able to create content straight up. Because, as much as I love doing it, if it takes a lot of time and if it doesn't earn me any money, then I can't live. So, then I'd have to stop. If it didn't become a possibility of being able to earn money and make it a career, then I wouldn't do it anymore. That's just how it is. And I know that kind of that might sound a bit what's the word I'm looking for here? I should have one at hand, considering I quite use a lot of flair in my scripts. You know what I'm saying. It might seem quite disingenuous, I guess, but listen, it's the bottom line. Listen, money is how the world go around. Money makes the world go round is the statement I'm looking for. So yeah, it's a shame that's how it is, but life's life. Gotta live. Not on the feet, but he is a better fighter though. Aspinall's just way better. I agree on. I think he's better on the feet, and I think he's a better fighter. But I'm glad you can at least concede there. Aspinall will get smoked on the feet by Garn. No, he wouldn't. Surely outside on spitting facts. No, I'm just tired of hearing bullshit. I think Dustin would lose, but you keep waffling about them not fighting. I don't care. I think Gamrot would beat him. I agreed with you. Does Mike Perry count as an African champion, bare knuckle? I mean, what percent was he? 2%? 2%? I guess it counts. Gastelum, Craig, who wins? I actually think Craig could sub him there. I think Gastelum is too sloppy, really, to get Craig there, I think. Especially now at this point in his career. I like Craig a lot in that fight. But isn't Gastelum still at welterweight? No? He moved down? Could be a chance Aspinall's hand speed could be a factor. Exactly. Guard's foot speed and striking his levels, but I disagree. I think Aspinall's proven, even as he's evolved now in his last few fights, his footwork's got even miles better. Miles better. Logical, you invest the shit ton of time in this, you should get paid. Yeah, exactly. That's just a game. Graduated sometime back. Grind starts again next week. Oh, good luck with you. Good luck to whatever you're doing, Evan. Good luck with you. Two of us damn near had him out there and he skipped fat camp. For real. Yeah. What are you talking about? Listen, two Ivasa dropped him, and that's no disrespect to Ty, but come on. He's the fat slugger premium. That's what he is. It's like you unlock the extra you get the pre-order bonus DLC in a game. That's like the only bit added on to him that differentiates him from the regular fat sluggers of the top 15 in the heavyweight division. He's a fun fight and he's entertaining. But even he nearly finished Cyril Gane, and you're really talking to me that Aspinall would lose to Cyril Gane. I think that's crazy. He had a mental lapse. Oh, is that it? Yeah, I know he beat the shit out of him, but that's not the point. He still got clipped. I think Aspinall would clip Gane. It's not BS. Dustin ain't retiring. Gamrot's a nuclear fight. If not Gamrot, who then? Well, I think Dustin is retiring, so we can nip it in the bud there. But Aspinall would have to rely on his boxing to win on the feet. Why are you so high on Aspinall as a striker when he doesn't even throw many kicks? It's mostly boxing elbows and knees. Brother, the penultimate strike he threw before knocking out Pavlovich was a leg kick. In fact, he threw 3 of them in that fight, if I'm not mistaken, as short as it was. In fact, he threw a high kick in that fight. In that minute and a half, he threw 2 or 3 leg kicks and then a high kick. So I think that's a mental take. That fight was what, a minute and a half? That's crazy, honestly. I feel like you got to rewatch some of Aspinall's fights, my man. I'm not underestimating Gane's striking. I think he's a very good striker. I just think Aspinall's better. Let's fucking move on from this. Blaze Explode. You've said this before, Raven. We'll see in the rematch, won't we? Remember what you said about Colby Covington? I don't forget, brother. I did not forget. McGregor chins Pavlovich. Imagine Frederick. Gane is a good fight, but Tom would murder that dude. I'm glad we're in agreement, my man. I'm glad we're in agreement. Did you see the crazy knee Gore landed on Fremd for getting the sub? No. Oh, you talking about that crazy, weird choke he did? The bulldog choke looking thing? I can't remember if that was that fight. I do remember that submission, if that's the one I'm thinking of. Sorry to break your heart, but Leon doesn't have the most aesthetic physique. I disagree. Everyone knows that he's the aesthetic god. Aspinall threw 1 kick. No, he didn't. He threw multiple kicks. Answer the question. We do hypothetical here. If not Gamrot, then who? I don't know. I don't give a fuck. Fuck it. Throw him. I don't know. I don't know. I guess you throw him Gamrot. Sure. Whatever. I'll just do that. I'll say that to appease you. Can you get an insight on a matchup in a minute fight with an injury stoppage? No, you can't. In fact, it was 15 seconds, not a minute. So, there you go. If you're talking about the Blades fight, that is. Did not even notice clips. Oh, shit. What did I miss, bro? Oh, did I get baited? I'm tired of it at this point. Oh, did I send it? I didn't say it again. Did I? Oh, that's... Wait. Oh, no, that's shit. No. 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 Nah, that's not even that good. I ain't even giving you that one, bro. Okay, I rewatched Jasper fights most of them. He doesn't throw many kicks. He's boxing heavy. I will say he's got more kick heavy in his recent fights. The Pavlovich one in particular. He threw about 3 or 4 kicks in the before that fight even was ended. That's what I'm saying. Whatever. Caught lacking. I don't give a shit. Cool. I don't care anymore. Congratulations. Do you guys want medals? Because you're not getting one. Tom trains professional boxers like Fury. We watch his fights. You see how good he is. Exactly. Ali, I don't really think I've ever disagreed with you on a take once. So, shout out to you, my man. Cancel him. You might don't smite me, bro. Please. I don't care. Listen, I got baited. It's the word gore. It doesn't even sound like the suffix to the word, so it's whatever. Bunch of masturbators. Masturbators indeed. That's a nice little innuendo there too, Pete. Well done. You ain't slick. I can noticed it. I'm saying it anyway. Send it through Discord. Sure, I won't watch it though. I don't care. I said something that sounded remotely like the N-word. Brilliant. Yeah, you got me good the other time. I'll give you that, but that one was way worse. I wouldn't let that slide. Yeah, maybe I'll just time you all out. Maybe that would be funny, wouldn't it? Leo Bisbing, real. Shout out to him, by the way. I'd love to get him on the pod one day. And that will happen. That will happen one day. One day in the future, we will have that brother on the pod chatting about his life. So that will happen. Mark my words. And if you don't know that, if you're not subscribed to the pod channel, go and subscribe to the podcast channel. It's in the description on our channel. If you go on my channel, click the channel page, scroll down just a tad. It's right there, MMA Critics Podcast. Put a new episode out. It's actually done really well. Got another nice bit of love on there. So if you want to hear us talk long form, me and Will from Cash's Corner MMA on Instagram and TikTok, we talk about our lives as content creators. He's got a lot of cool stuff going on. So, we have a lot of good conversations there. And of course, we do talk about MMA as well. I don't really know why I'm holding a Sharpie right now. But go and check out that channel. Go and subscribe to it if you aren't. In fact, I'll link it. Again, you can get after me all you want for all this self-promotion bullshit. I don't care. I'm going to do it anyway. It's my channel. I can do what I want. Yo, Chad, brother, you always coming in with it, man. Thank you. I owe you, bro. I owe you. Thank you so much, man. Neil versus JDM not being booked yet is fire-worthy. I thought it had, right? Or wasn't it JDM against Shavkat they're looking at, right? I don't know. I thought that seemed to be the fight to be made. Shit. I don't know. I mean, listen, I would be happy with that fight too. Obviously, Neil's coming off a loss. JDM off a win. So I'd argue the Shavkat fight makes more sense. But again, style for style, as a fight fan, mate, that's a barn burner in the making. I love it. Show him some love, though, everybody. Show Shaz some love. Thank you, brother. If Aspinall were to fight Garn, I'd pick Aspinall because he's the better fighter, but he's not a better striker. I don't think it's crazy. Add link in the chat. Yeah, can you see that? Can you see the links, actually? I just deeped that. You should be able to see them because I'm posting them. Just tell me if you can. Because I know YouTube's weird like that. Sometimes people comment and either I can't see it or they can't see it or whatnot. It's really weird. So if you can see that link, go and jump in it. Go and hit the subscribe button. And I appreciate it. That would mean a lot. We have a lot of good combos there. It's really good fun, actually. Oh, my God. Hiccups. But that comes every Sunday. We actually were late on the episode this week. Again, apologies for that. We had a bunch of fucking issues. Honestly, I had to render it out 3 separate fucking times because YouTube was just not playing nice with it. So that's weird. Also, I'll tell you what. I've got a video scheduled for tomorrow. I'm trying to think of something if we could do something that I would release it today, right now. Maybe if we achieved something. I'm trying to think of what that would be. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to think of what if I'm feeling nice or not. What should I do? I need something in return. If you guys want to get an early video, I need something. If you haven't given me any ideas, what can we do? 23k subs. We're actually very nearly there. I think we're a few off. 22.9. Yeah, we're like right near 23. I was checking it earlier. We are on exactly at this moment 22,978. So we are 22 subscribers off 23k. Release a compilation of me saying the N-word? No. That implies that I have a compilation of that. No. Have you seen McGregor's fist to wrist ratio? Shit's crazy. Did the Popeye build? No, I haven't seen it. No. I might see a picture of that. without being sus. But yeah, what can we do? What can we do? I guess we can hit 23K, but I kind of want something more exciting than that. I'll tell you what, right? If you subscribe, if we get the podcast channel right now to 100 subscribers, we're 9 away. So if 9 of you hit the subscribe button on the podcast channel, which is in my channel page, if you go on there, hit the subscribe button, we get 100 subs on there right now. By the end of this stream, in the next 15 minutes, I will release the video early for you guys after I jump off stream, so you guys can go and watch that. Hank, what's up? Leo, good to see you, bro. It's been a while. Hope you're doing good. Scale of 1 to 10. How much do you care about the Diaz Masvidal boxing match? If there was an available option of one less than 1, I would take it, because I think no one cares. It's between two washed guys wanting to get a paycheck. That's the reality of the situation. No one gives a fuck. I think it's going to do horrendously. I do. Stay at the UK. Pretty shit right now, politically. Lot of bad eggs in government at the moment. So, no, not great if we're talking on that front. But yeah, if you guys all subscribe to the podcast channel right now, we get that to 100 subscribers right now. I will release the video early. I will make it public right now for all of you. So, again, I'm going to link it there. I will periodically link it over the next video. If we get it to 100 subscribers, it's there for you guys. So smash that like, smash that subscribe button, rather. How does Leon versus Dricus go at 185? I think Leon wins. I think Leon gets it done. But again, I said this earlier. Someone asked this earlier. I think it's a case of if Dricus du Plessis can make it a dogfight, which he's very good at doing, then who knows? Who knows? I think Dricus has a good chance. If it's a close fight, I'd say that it's a very close fight. In fact, weirdly, I feel more confident in Leon beating Islam Makhachev than I do Leon beating Dricus, as crazy as that is. Stay out the world. I think it's polarizing, but there's beauty in it. I'll say that without getting too poetic. Guys, like a heavyweight Wonder Boy. Aspinall's like a heavyweight McGregor. No, Aspinall moves on his feet just like Wonder Boy does as well. So I don't know. Lateral, what's up, my man? Good to see you. Promise you, if Aspinall tries to strike the guard on the feet, will get exposed. He is a striker. That's crazy. He is absolutely a striker. He's a boxer / MMA fighter, so he's a striker then. Do I stream during events? I did a couple times, but mate, I can't lie. Streaming with a big light blaring in your face until 7 in the morning, you know, it's tough. It's tough. So I don't really enjoy doing them. You know, streaming for 6 hours, 7 hours, it's long. I credit to the people that do, because it's harder than it looks. I will say that it's fucking difficult, especially as a fan from the UK. So I probably won't be doing it in the future. Maybe one or twice I'll do it. Do I stream during... Oh, I already answered that. I just answered it. Any news do you see about McNuggets? No, nothing I don't know that we haven't heard from Errol Helwani. So, no. I hope we get something soon. I hope so. We'll find out. I would like to be skeptical more because it's women's MMA. Oh, you're talking about the women's fight. Yeah, I don't really care about that. McGregor was fluid. You capping, Leo? No, he was. But, yeah, to be fair, karate McGregor. Sorry, you're right. I take that back. I was thinking more of present McGregor. That was the first image that just came to my mind. Yeah, fair point. I'll give you that. No, I did not, Phil. It's easy when you make 15K a stream. Yeah, fucking true. Jesus Christ. Fucking, I'd eat my hand for that shit. But again, there's no way to live. Like guys like Guru, they live chronically on stream, and you can't do that. You need balance in your life. And I've said this before. I said this on the podcast, and I love streaming, but it really does drain your social battery. It does, because it's a lot of talking, it's a lot of engaging, and it is difficult to balance. You have to be careful balancing that. So guys who like Guru, who stream and sit in their room all day and just stream, it's no way to live, man. It isn't. Did we get Ngannou's thoughts on the PFL situation with Gegard and co? I don't know. Got his money in a fake position and his radio silent when the company's screwing on fires? I don't know. That's all. Again, that's a bit above my pay grade, my man. I don't know. Favorite beverage? I can't. No. Ali, you know how I said earlier, I don't think I've ever disagreed with you on anything. I'm going to just say now that was to do with MMA, because Dr. Pepper is fucking vile. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry it is. I do love a coffee. I probably got like an iced coffee or something, or a Coke, Diet Coke, something like that. President McGregor, hell no, I ain't crazy. Yeah, no. That was on my end. I apologize for that. Poirier beat McGregor again? I think so. Shout out Griffith giving to fighters that get robbed. Anyone doing something in the sport. Griffith doesn't stream every day now. He takes multiple days off, sometimes the entire week. That's good, to be fair. I didn't know that. I haven't been keeping up with him. That's good, because I know he went for a long wind of just streaming, and he had that big breakdown. And I can't, obviously he plays up to it a bit, but he was like, oh, I have nothing in my life except MMA. I do truly believe that to an extent. How many showers people in the UK normally take in a day? Like, usually once every day or 2 days. Once every day, usually. I think that's the normal. McGregor putting off on the feet, clearly 50-50. If you're talking about the Poirier one, yeah, it's a tough one. It's always a close fight. It's always a stylistically close matchup just because they're both good, well matched up. They just are. Above your pay grade, gay guy pay, but sure, above your pay grade. I mean, metaphorically, I just don't know shit about it, so I don't want to comment on it. Because that word mentality, yeah, I suppose there is that. I suppose he does really put a shift in. You can't deny his effort. He's been doing it for a long time, and he stayed consistent, so that does warrant some level of respect. McGregor sleeps one way around one. Crazy, Frederick. Crazy. Don't diss Dr. Pepper ever again. I'll get my last one to jump at you. No, I will. I hate Dr. Pepper. Fuck cherry and shit does not belong anywhere in a drink. I'm sorry. I can't stand anything cherry flavored. It's just not my thing. Is Dr. Pepper even? It is cherry in it. Whatever it is, I don't like it. Imagine Chandler takes him down first round and subs him, not caring about excitement. Yeah, imagine that. I mean, Chandler's never really had a crazy sub threat, though, to be honest with you. He didn't make the most of taking Poirier's back. You know, he kind of had to be a bit cheap and jammy with his technique. Are you serious? Once every 2 days is not normal? Well, I said once every day, or if you can't, then once every other day is what I'm saying, not every between 2 days. But no, once a day is the standard. Thoughts on thoughts? That's a good question. That's kind of base, my man. McGregor hits harder than Chandler and without grappling bad. I disagree with the second part. I think he could definitely knock him out, though. Dr. Pepper's not available in Belgium. You're not missing out on much. Scrubgy, I hear join here. Good to see you. Hey, Dr. Pepper slander. I might have to unsub. Brother, that's fine with me. I cannot stand Dr. Pepper, honestly. I really don't. I just can't stand it, my man. I can't. It's just like Coke, but shitter. I'm sorry. It is. Chaos Williams or Jeff Neal, are they fighting? Oh, they're not, but Chaos Williams looked good in his last fight, didn't he? He had that beautiful knockout just the other week. Jeff Neal, I know he lost to Gary, but no shame in that. Stylistically, it was a tough one. I'll go Jeff Neal just off experience. But again, both huge power punches. You know how that could go. It could go either way. How much showers you taking a day? One a day. Listen, if it was in a hot country, then obviously you'd probably take more. But no, one a day. Unless if I was training though, I'd take two. If I was training, obviously I'd shower after I train, or gym, so two. But on a normal day, just one. Very Reggie, yeah, it's Coke or an iced latte, my man. I love a good iced latte. I'm telling you, that's my shit. I did have a coffee cup with me earlier, but it was not iced. Also, I'll say now, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, go and do that because I'm trying to be a bit more active on there, a bit more personable. I realized I was talking to Will. In fact, I said it just off after we recorded the podcast the other day. He just gave me some good advice with it, and I'm kind of trying to take that on board. I want to be a bit more personable and just me, rather than just posting whatever I'm doing on YouTube, because that's not really what I want to use the platform for. So I'm going to try and be a bit more active on there, at least post it once or twice a week on there, just a little thing. My Instagram is Leo Cooper MMA, or leocooper.mma, I think it is, on Instagram. I'll just put the @ in the channel. I think it's that on Instagram, so you can just, yeah, that should be it. Same as here. Black coffee all the way. I like black coffee. It's been growing on me, you know. It's been growing on me. I used to not be huge on black coffee. I've always been more of a latte guy. Can't lie. I've been drinking more of the bitter stuff recently, and I'm starting to like it more and more. How many times you brush your teeth? Enough. I don't know. Twice a day, 2 minutes. Same as, bro. Think Guru smells bad? Listen, in the UK, I don't think we do it too different from anywhere else, right? In terms of showering, general hygiene, stuff like that. Think Guru smells bad? Yes, I do. He can't get out of his wheelchair. He can't shower. I don't think his house is built for, or his shed is built for disabled access. So I don't think he showers, because he can't leave his wheelchair. You know, he has to sort of scrub himself with a fucking scrubber. You know. Khabib dodged the rematch for a reason. Yeah, well, because he couldn't be asked, and his dad probably didn't want him to before he died. Bugs flying out of Guru's stream lately. Is that happening? To be fair, you do get a lot of bugs in the UK. I'm gonna get a load of fucking flies and shit. Keep my window open because it gets really hot, and shit just comes in. Wait, thoughts on hair flying? Wait. Oh, flying out of his hair. Oh, I don't fucking know. That wouldn't surprise me. You made me laugh. I'll take it, my man. I try. Oh, they fly out of his hair straight up. Wow. Doesn't surprise me, though. Doesn't surprise me. Prime Wonderboy versus Prime McGregor. Wonderboy's too big for him. I go Wonderboy. I don't know. Yeah, Prime, I think he beats him. I don't know about now. I don't even fucking know. It's a weird matchup, isn't it? He was cousin. You were ginger too. Thankfully not. I'm like a half-breed ginger. I'm not as ginger as him. So the lighting's not doing me any favors. He's way more ginger than I am. So yeah, the lighting is making me look very saturated right now. I actually think I've got it turned up. Yeah, I've got a bit of ginger, a bit of blonde, and a bit of brown in me. And I'm not talking about skin color with those last two. Or last one, even. Your hair is better. His hair looks disgusting. I did just get it cut all off. It was far too long. I do like my long hair, and I will grow it out more. This is actually a little bit too short for me. But hey, yeah, long hair is a bitch, man. It's fucking hard to deal with. But he looks better than he did with the beanie. I'll say that, and I don't think anyone would disagree with that, right? So I think Wonder beats Conor because Conor has no movement now. Yeah, he's very flat-footed, isn't he? Very front foot heavy. Who knows? McGregor's the GOAT. No, he ain't, brother. We know. We both know that's not true. We both know that's not true. Prime Silver versus Wonderboy. That would have been a fun fight. I'd love Wonderboy versus MVP. I know that was in circulation not too long ago, but we never really got it. Never really seemed to just come to fruition, which is a shame because I think that's a fun one. But then again, I think maybe it couldn't be. I'm pretty sure MVP said the same thing. He said because the styles can kind of cancel themselves out. It might be kind of shit, and I kind of understand that. Better with a beanie. The hair looks terrible, disgusting. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's not great, is it? Hey, I'm not going to talk shit on Guru. He's doing his thing. He's doing very well for himself. That guy is, obviously got a huge following, huge fan base, and he's raking it in as well. So fair play to him. Mystic is back, baby. See you at the top. I think he'll. Wait, what? So you just contradicted yourself. That's Chandler's saying, brother. MMA evolved and McGregor sat on his ass in a yacht. He didn't adapt. That's true. Very true. Adam, how did you learn to edit so well, brother? I appreciate the kind words for one. Just self-taught. No tutorials, no guides. Yeah, pretty much no. I had no experience, straight up, none. But I do obviously. I studied film studies for 4 years, so I had a sort of innate understanding of. Like at school, I did film studies for 4 years, so from like 16 to, how old was it? Was it 4 years? Yeah, it was. I don't know. I feel like 14 to 18 or whatever it was. I studied film, so I had an innate sort of knowledge of editing and just general rough filmmaking. So it was just general. It was in terms of the actual software though, completely self-taught. If I need to figure something out, I'll look it up. That's it. Again, listen, I always said this since I started. My editing is nothing crazy. It's no flashy motion graphics like a lot of YouTubers do these days, which I just don't feel like you need. Listen, the editing, it's purposeful. I spoke about this on the podcast when we had Gio, who was Logan Paul's editor. I've mentioned this before, actually. We had a Logan Paul's editor on, and we had a really good conversation. And I spoke to him about, and I said to him, and he agreed with this, a lot of it is becoming now just less is more. Do what needs to be done and tell the story. Editing needs to serve its purpose rather than be sort of, adorned and bejeweled with just pointless additions, right? Like motion graphics and all this fancy bullshit. You don't need it. It needs to tell the story. It serves its purpose, and that's what my editing does. So just practice, mate. I learned myself, practice myself. I use DaVinci Resolve, which is free software. And yeah, I'm glad you get something out of that. So thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Guru's the best in the game. I mean, he's the biggest name in the game. I'll say that. I don't think he makes the best content. He just waffles to the camera and says bullshit for hours on end, but it works, doesn't it? And you can't hate on it. It works. Prime Nick versus Jaden would have been crazy. That's a great fight, isn't it? I love that fight. Imagine that. That would be awesome. That would be so much fun, wouldn't it? They just match up so nicely. Good shout. I'll give you that blueprint. We haven't been agreeing on a lot this stream, but I'll agree on that. Imagine how funny JDM versus Nick Diaz would be. JDM just starches him. Oh, so you're on the other side of the... Or did I just... Oh, I'm fucking stupid. Oh, so Blueprint said it and you said it. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I mean... I don't know if he starches him, mate. If you're talking about prime for prime, right now, yeah, of course. I think pretty much anyone in that division could beat Nick. Prime Leon versus Prime Usman. I think Leon's in his prime right now, and I do think he beats Prime Usman. The only reason he faced so much adversity in their second fight was because of the altitude, and I stand by that because you look how much Luke Rockhold suffered, and Paulo Costa for that matter. I know his cardio is not great, but look how quickly Luke Rockhold gassed in that fight. 291 was another example. Salt Lake City again in Utah. Look how gassed Jan Blachowicz was, who's known for having pretty good cardio, knowing for being able to set a pace. Same with Alex Pereira. He was looking slow and laboured. So I stand by that statement that Leon fared a lot worse in that second fight at 278, even though he knocked him out. He looked a lot worse in that fight because of the altitude. And look how good of a first round he had. He took him down.
had his way with Usman. I do think prime for prime, I think Leon would beat him. In normal circumstances, not a high altitude, I think Leon would beat him pretty soundly. I mean, it would be a close fight, but I think he'd get it done over decision. Trying to embarrass Nick Diaz's army? Nah, I just mean right now. The guy's 40 years old, isn't he? Good question, though. Best mic recommendations to record voiceovers, bro. I actually got this recommendation from Gio himself, Logan Paul's editor. As I said, I actually messaged him before I'd even started YouTube. So shout out to him. He's been helping me out for quite a while. This mic I love, Shure MV7, I believe it is. If you have it is costly. I mean, it depends. I don't know what your price range is, but the Shure mics are great. SHURE. They are really good. I love mine. I definitely regret though not just spending the extra on their other one. They have another one. It is called a SM7DB. That is £500. I know it's pricey, but it's the best mic in the game. To be honest with you, it's good for everything: podcasting, recording. It's just what you want. But the MV7 Plus is £269. That's what I've got. It's hard not to like. Oh no, you can get the SM7B. That's $379. So the DB is a dynamic version, I think. I don't know. So yeah, $379 for an SM7B. I'd get that one. If it was up to me, I'd get that one. I've got the MV7, which is still I love, and I hope you can see it here it sounds pretty good. But I would go for the SM7B. Sure, MV7. If you have the money. If not, something cheap. Blue Yeti's always a good shout. There's loads of ones you could do. I mean, I do a little bit of research, but premium options, that's what I go for. I always stand by having a good production value is key from the get. You need people to stay and hear what you have to say, and you need good quality for that. So, I would go with that. I'm going to ask a few more. Nick said he looks to be looking like the old him after that neck surgery. Yeah, but the Diaz brothers, as fan favorites as they are the definition of master wafflers. They are. Nate said he would beat Chimaev and all of these people, and he could beat Usman and Ngannou. Like, they're master wafflers, both of them. What change had the biggest impact on your channel? Good question. I think just looking to improve, not consciously on a specific thing, but I'd always be looking to improve my content in terms of little things. It would never be one big jump. You can't do it like that, particularly what I'm making. That's a great question, by the way. But yeah, like just upping the game in every aspect, and particularly the storytelling front. I wanted to find just different paths to being able to tell these stories. That was my goal. I wanted to tell these stories, as best as I can, and just looking to improve on that way, whether that's through the editing or the script writing. I feel like the script writing improvements just came seamlessly. They're a lot more harder to really sort of distinctly say what they are, but the editing side of things I can clearly tell I've improved, and the voiceovers as well. That's another thing. My sound quality's better, especially recently. I've been improving on that with some advice I've got. And yeah, just the consistency, just all of that put together. I think it's not a case of one specific thing being better than the rest in terms of helping my improvement. I think just the more you make, the better you get. That's really it. But some kind words though. Thank you. 286 has been looking a bit hesitant. If he was submitted at 278 instead of brutal KO, I think he would have won at 286. No, I don't think so. I mean, look how good his takedown defense was. You're talking on the hesitant. That implies it's on the feet. I think Usman was trying to get that takedown throughout that whole fight at 286. I was there. And, crying by with the hostile environment, it was fucking loud at the O2. And that affects you a lot. But also, Leon did a really good job with his takedown defense. How do your parents feel about YouTube? Yeah, they're fully supportive, man. Fully supportive. And I'm grateful to them for that. They're not pressuring me to do anything else, so I'm grateful. And I always say, I was like, give me some time to really work at this, and I'll show you that it will become something viable, and we're rapidly getting that. We're rapidly getting there. So thank you and that's all down to you lot. I always say that's all down to all of you. I wouldn't have any of this, and I wouldn't be able to do this without all of your support. So again, it matters. It means a lot. It allows me to keep doing these things, and it's becoming not far off a career path. We're having some of our best months in the channel ever. In fact, I mean, this year compared to last year, it's not even funny how much better we're doing. It's miles better in terms of just everything, whether that's, content, the actual content quality itself, the viewership, the streams, the revenue, just, obviously the creative side of things, thumbnails, editing, everything, the podcast, everything put together. It's all just is better. The results are better and the product is better. Happy, mate, Craig. Thank you, brother. Thank you. And you've been here for a while, man. You're one of the OGs. All of you are. In the grand scheme of things, all of you are. We're still a tiny channel in the grand scale, in the far future. You guys are at the forefront of it. Sports niche, how many subs/views do you per month do you reckon you need to earn a full-time living without sponsorships, and say all vids around 10 minutes long? Are you asking this for your own benefit? I am assuming. I'll give you a little. Okay, I'll say this. So if I had to ballpark in the sports niche, again, it will vary. There's a lot of different factors that go into it. Your revenue per 1,000 views depends on the watch time rather than the actual video length. On average, obviously, the longer the video is, the longer people are going to watch, generally speaking. But it's your job to keep people invested, so the watch time is at a good amount. So I'd say for a 10-minute video, I'd say you'd be looking at in pounds. I reckon £3 something, £3.30. Again, that's a little bit of a ballpark. About three to four, £3.30, £3.30. So whether that is in dollars. So that's per 1,000 views. So if you can probably do the math there. How much would you need to live on in terms of money for a month? And then you divide that by the RPM of the views or whatever, and you fit. Subs is irrelevant. It's not really about the subs. It's about the views. Drop the Discord. All right, I'll ping it to you right now. Again, there's a lot of different factors into it. Where's my stream tab gone? Am I being stupid? I'm being stupid. Where's my stream tab? Yo, where's it at? What the hell? Oh, hold on a minute, everybody. I've lost my stream tab. Where are we at? There we go. Okay. Here you go. Keep going, man. You can only get better. Exactly, Ivo. That was always my mindset with it. We're only going to keep growing. And obviously, growth isn't linear. You're going to have slow days, and you're going to have great days. So that's the game. Say to you, grow the difference between your first watch now and night and day. Yeah, I don't want to watch them back. I'll tell you that now. Jesus, they're terrible. They're so bad. I sound like I'm half asleep, and just the script is nowhere near as good. And yeah, miles better. I mean, I can't even remember when you started watching and commenting on my videos, but you'd have to ballpark if you go and find back your first comment. But you've been here for ages. That's why I can't remember. Again, I don't want to single out you in particular. A lot of you guys have been, so I appreciate all of you. Congrats, Leo. Happy for you. We'll be back to you in a Ferrari soon. I wouldn't be driving a Ferrari, brother. I'm not really a car man, to be honest. I wouldn't cash out on a car. Spend on something else. Do I run into issues from copyright? Yeah, I do sometimes. I know what works and what doesn't. But again, sometimes you can't. They're on your balls. More so a lot recently, actually. And that's not much I can do about that. I just have to trim some stuff out, and it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Usually, it's not a huge amount of stuff cut out. So I don't have to re-upload. I can just trim that bit out. Sure, it makes video a bit awkward. There might be a random cut. Not that deep at the end of the day. You just put a little notice in the description and you're chilling. I think it was one of your casuals guides about Division when I first got into MMA. Yeah, that probably would have been that. That was the series at the start that really lifted my channel off. I'm glad I kept going with that at the time. I don't do them too much. Again, I'm happy now keeping them just as a guide to the pay-per-view. I think it works really well just for that, right? I think it's just nice. They do pretty good numbers, and a lot of people watch them. And I get a lot of good new viewers in from that, actually, as a result. So I like making them, and they're not too difficult to make. They're a nice little sort of respite in between doing the really long, in-depth, meaty videos, which I end up having to fucking really research heavy on. With the casuals guides, it's quite laid back. I know what I need to make, how I need to make it, and it's pretty chill. Number one YouTuber by 2025. High praise, man. Who knows? You never know. Obviously, I'm obviously not going to say so because it's pretty much impossible. But who knows? Who knows where we'll be by the end of 2025? My goal was 100,000 by the end of 2025, so we'll see. Appreciate the knowledge, bro. Respect your honesty and transparency. Keep going with the channel. It's great, Anthony. No worries, my man. If you want, as I said this, if you want to ask me any questions about content creation, just shoot me a message on Instagram. That's where I'm most likely to get back to you pretty quickly. So don't hesitate either. I love it when you guys all message me about anything. You know, I really do. I know a lot of people don't. A lot of creators don't do that. They don't engage in DMs and shit. I will always, as long as I can, and as long as they don't fill up massively with spam and all that shit, I will always do and make the effort to interact with you guys. If you need help, advice, I got you. I do the same thing. I reached out to creators myself when I was starting out. You know, even before I started, I was looking for advice on how they got into their roles and niches, whatever it is, whether that's YouTube or sports journalism, all of that jazz. You know, pay it forward. You know, that's how I ended up getting Gio on the pod. You know, you got to network with people, you know, and, you know, I reached out to, again, this was probably 2022, mid 2022, early, even before that, maybe. I reached out to him. Summer 2022, I reckon. I reached out to him, just asking him for advice on stuff, and I'd periodically message him back and forth, and we would, you know, have the occasional chat over the next bit of a while. And then I reached out to him like 4 or 5 months ago and asked him to jump on a pod, and we ended up doing an in-person episode. That's Logan Paul's editor, bro, and he's a sound dude. So there you go. You know, that's what it takes. You have to just reach out to people, and please do. Again, I said it to me. Please do reach out to me if you need it. Advice for young content creator to reach a level of subs and popularity. Not too difficult, honestly. You just put in the work ethic. In terms of subs, go and have a good one. It's all love. We're about to jump off anyway. Love the casuals guide. Thank you for being here, Craig. I love the casuals guide for the events at 300 and 301. Helps me get up to date. No worries, man. That's the game with them. That's why it was always the aim with the 300 guides, casuals guides. Talkers Tracy and Bates but don't really watch their videos particularly. I like Lucas's streams. I'm in there occasionally. Yeah, I'm cool with them. I like them. Need a TOT's compilation just being TO. Yeah, there's probably a good one of those on YouTube, Mike. He is an anomaly, that man. Last Guru for advice, and he charged me £5 per word. I mean, it's hard to keep up in his chat because there's so many people, right? Diaz quit against Lawler, he ain't going anywhere. I mean, he already did, didn't he? Anyway, guys, yeah, I am going to head off now. I appreciate all the love. What an awesome stream it is. Thank you so much for being here. Again, what an awesome stream. Apologies for no stream on Sunday, but there will be a podcast episode if everything goes to plan. There won't be a stream on Tuesday because, again, I will be back. I'm back on the Wednesday. So what I'm going to do is when I'm away over the next 5 days, I'm going to be writing, getting some scripts sort of in the reserve pipeline so I can work on when I get back. Video will drop tomorrow. So at least you'll have that to feast on while I'm away. Yeah, stream back on Thursday, podcast on this Sunday. And yeah, after I think from that point Wednesday, it should be business as usual. I don't know if there'll be a video on Friday because I will have less time to do it. So we'll see. We'll find out. I probably will be though because it'll be a casuals guide. I don't know. I'm waffling now. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for being here. Have a good one. Thank you all. Yeah, I'll see you soon. Take care.